So yeah, those three questions are: what have you left behind? So due to where we're at the moment, certain people, I guess, have lost certain things, and maybe that's, for some of you, that's a really positive thing. For some of you, that's been a really painful thing. So we would love to hear from you about what you've had to leave behind, what's been left behind as a result of the coronavirus. What have you learned, or perhaps what you're still learning at this point? And also, what do you want to last? So what new cultures, I guess, or rhythms have you learned during this time that you want to continue beyond when lockdown is a lot more relaxed?
Hi there, it's Emma here. So one thing I've left behind during lockdown, like many of you, probably the main thing that I've left behind is my independence. It's been quite difficult because I like to think of myself as quite a strong person, a person who helps other people first. And I felt quite a lot like I'm the one that needs help at the moment. Like many of you, I'm also in the shielding category, so even like little decisions like how many times to go for a walk or when to go shopping have been taken away from me, which can be quite difficult. But it leads on to something that I've learnt, which is just to rejoice in every situation. Even in a difficult situation like lockdown, we've got a beautiful garden here, we've got neighbours who have really offered to help, friends who've got in the shopping, and I've been able to watch my little girl grow up, and she's like learning like a new word every few hours, it feels like at the moment. So it's really incredible to watch that happen. And one thing that I want to last is just to keep appreciating that. Just to keep appreciating, you know, the local area that we have, maybe walking more, maybe travelling less, and appreciating getting to do things like watch my little girl grow. So I hope you all stay safe, and we may see you soon. Bye.
What have I left behind? I thought I would give a technological answer to this question just for a couple of minutes, because I just think this is an interesting area. I've always been a bit intimidated by some of the forms of social media, and especially some of the video content that has been out there, and I've been a bit lazy with sort of going that way. Never really wanted to engage too much with it, but actually at this period of time I've left that sort of laziness or intimidation, if you like. I've left that behind, and I've pushed into things out of necessity, which is often necessity is the mother of invention, as they say. I've often, it's produced in me a desire to use some of those mediums. And so what have I learned? I've learned about some of the platforms that we're all using. I've learned a different forms of video interaction and audio interaction, and some of the apps on phone, and some are better than others, and we've all learned that some are more helpful than others, but I've learned in those areas, and I'm grateful that I've gone that way. I actually do want that to last. I do want to be feeling that on a technological level I've grasp some aspects, grasp some technological things that I've been lazy really with, and actually got hold of them more thoroughly, and engaged with what I can do, what I can use, how I can use video particularly, and how or video interaction, how I can use it and how I can interact with it. So yeah, I think that's fair to say all that. What have I left behind during this season? I can't think of anything negative I've left behind, really. Have I left God in a building? I think that's a good question to ask, as we all attend buildings of many shapes and sizes across the UK during the normal, so-called normal times. I don't feel as though I've left God in a building. Under the grace of God, I've enjoyed his presence. Some days very engaged with him, other days not at all. But God's love and his heart is towards me. His promises are good for me every day, whether I wake up in the morning and I'm conscious of him or not. His mercies are new every morning, and I've enjoyed my times with the Lord. When I felt I needed to spend more time with Him, I often feel that sense of conviction or need or hunger in my own spirit to do so.
So yeah, those are the things that we'd love you to share. A minute video, 2 minute top, and then if you send them in to either email me at Waypoint, or send them, text me, or whatever it might be, and then we'll edit them. We'll do our magic, or the editing team will do their magic, and then we'll put a few together and we'll show them. We hope it encourage you. It will challenge you a little bit as well as we continue to navigate whatever this new normal is and all those other phrases that we are beginning to have to understand a little bit more. So yeah, take care and listening and looking forward to listening to and watching some of your videos. See you soon. Bye bye.